Yeah, honey, I'm almost ready. Yeah, I just have to finish my makeup. Yeah, of course you can come in. Hey, honey, how are you? You look handsome. Are you excited for a date? Aw, I'm excited too. I just gotta do my makeup and then we can go. I won't be too long. You know, as long as we've been together, I've never actually like sat down with you and explained to you all the fancy products that I use. Have you ever been like curious? I feel like you'd have to be curious after some time. Yeah, of course I can show you. Maybe I can practice on you one day. Hey, only if you let me. I would do it. I think you'd look pretty. Okay. So first I'm going to start with primer. I do an eye primer and face primer. So I'll do the eye primer first so it can set. And then I rub that in. I'm really excited about our date tonight. And then I use this face primer. I think it's gonna be fun. I know we haven't been there before, so I'm excited. I'm excited about the restaurant too. Okay, now that my primer is done, I'm going to do my foundation and concealer. Let's start with my foundation. I only like to use a little bit, honestly. Because, I don't know, I think it looks more skin-like. And I like to use this brush. Sometimes I like to use a beauty blender or like a sponge, but I'm feeling this brush for today. It gives less coverage, which I'm kind of going for. Yeah. No, I think it's going to be cute. I'm excited about the gardens that we're going to see and all the flowers. I think this is like such a nice time of year to go, and I'm really excited. Thank you for buying the tickets. It's really nice of you. Almost done with my foundation. Usually I take a whole lot longer on my makeup, but I'm just like so excited to go out on a date with you. I feel like we haven't been out on a date in a while, like a real date. Like I know we go out to eat all the time, but you know, it feels like it's been a while since we've like gotten dressed up fancy and went anywhere, so I'm excited. And then I'm gonna do my concealer. I gotta get a new one. Yeah, we'll go to the store sometime this week and I'll get some. I'm running low on a bunch of stuff actually, so it's gonna be an expensive trip, but it'll be worth it. Okay. I usually put the concealer under my eyes, and like highlight points that I want my face to look a little brighter. So like on the bridge of my nose or in between my eyebrows or my chin. I like to do that. I blend that in. Yeah, concealer is just like a more potent, fuller coverage foundation kind of vibe in a smaller tube. More for like spots and stuff too. If I have any, I like to cover that up. But I mean, you know my favorite flowers are hydrangeas, so you know I'm really excited to see those. It's gonna be fun. I mean, I know that you're not really huge into flowers. I mean, you like flowers, right? I think everybody likes flowers to a point, but you know, I think flowers are more of a girl thing. I mean, do you like flowers? I feel like you've gotta like flowers. I mean, like, I'm not trying to push gender stereotypes on anybody. You know, anybody can love flowers. They're beautiful, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now I do my powder. This is the one I like to use. You actually bought me this one. Yes, thank you, darling. You're so nice and helpful. And I do that, and I like to put that all over. I think they have like special flowers set up for this time of year, right? Because, you know, there's some flowers that are only blooming like May to June kind of thing. So I think it's a little later in the summer. So I think there's going to be some different ones than we saw last time. Because I think we went a little earlier in the year last time, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see what different ones they've got. Yeah, I'm excited about the hydrangeas and the peonies. You know, those are my favorites, so. I don't know if you can, like, buy bouquets of flowers there, or if you just, like, can see them. I've never heard of anybody, like, going there to, like, buy flowers, though, so maybe not. Okay. That's my primers and my concealer and my foundation and my powder. Now I like to do contour and highlight. This is the palette I use. And for contour, I use this brush. Yeah. It's a little smaller than that brush. And then I do that under here, and at my forehead, and under my jaw, too. Make me look snatched. I really like to blend it in, because if I don't blend it in very well, I look like I have like streaks of dirt on my face, and nobody wants that. So I like to do that really good, or really well. No, I think it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited about the restaurant too. I was looking at the menu earlier in the week, and I got really excited about some of the things I was seeing. So I still haven't narrowed down what I want to get yet, though, but there's some appetizers too that I might want to splurge on, if you're okay with that. I'm excited. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I mean, I know we spend a lot of time together, but, you know, being intentional about our time and having a date night is always really nice. I'm gonna blend this a little more. Yeah, just kind of makes your face a little more snatched. I mean, you can contour in so many different ways to make your face shape a certain way. It's kind of like shape shifting, so it's pretty neat. And then after that, I like to use highlighter, which is like basically eyeshadow that you put on certain spots of your face. So I'm gonna use this one because that's the kind of vibe I'm going for, kind of like peachy light pink kind of thing, natural. So I'm gonna go with this highlighter. Are you listening? I'm not boring you. Come on, you asked for me to show you, and I've been wanting to show you for a while. This is actually like really fun for me. So I'm gonna take this color and put it here on like the top of my cheekbones and the tip of my nose. Just like kind of dab it in a little bit. And I like to use a smaller brush first, and then I kind of like to blend it out with the brush I use for my powder, just a little bit. Just so it's not as harsh. I mean, back in like 2016, girls were doing like lines of highlight on their cheekbones, and it kind of looked ridiculous, but we're kind of going for that, and we're kind of not at the same time. And then I like to do the tip of my nose, blend it a little bit, and then the bridge of my nose, and the Cupid's bow, so that's like the top of your lip here. And then I'll also use the same highlight color on the brow bone under my eyebrows, but that's after I do my eyebrows. So that's next. So like partially done with the highlight. It's basically all I do for base makeup. Sometimes I like to add like fake freckles and if I'm feeling fancy, but I don't think I'm gonna do that today. Anyways, I like to use this brow pencil in this color. It's twisty. Just a little bit out. Then I like to brush my eyebrows. And then kind of just go like kind of the natural shape of them. I don't really like to change it too much because I'm not too mad about the natural shape of my eyebrows. I feel like your eyebrows are the shape they should be, kind of thing. I mean, this one's a little bit different than this one, so I kind of try to even it out a little bit, but they pretty much look the same naturally, so I kind of just like to go with that. And then I kind of just do lightly at the front and then a little bit harsher at the tail, because I don't really like to have like sharpie eyebrows or like brick eyebrows at the front. I kind of like it a little bit feathered there, and then like a little darker and more intense at the edge or the tail of the eyebrow. I like to do that. Have you looked at the menu yet? Do you know what you're gonna get? Ooh, that does sound yummy. I did see that. I did think I was gonna get that, but then there was other things that also caught my eye, so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm so indecisive. I mean, you know me. We always end up getting a bunch of stuff and sharing. I don't know. I feel like tapas style is so fun. I like the smorgasbord vibe. Trying a bunch of different things. A little bit of each thing is always so fun. Exactly. And I love sharing with you because I love you. And then once I'm done with penciling in, I like to kind of just brush them out and feather out the front a little more. Just so it's not harsh at the front. I like it to look really feathered out. So yeah. And then after that, I like to do this eyebrow gel. It's tinted. Sometimes I do clear, sometimes I do tinted. It's kind of like mascara, which you've seen me use like a million times, but it's for your eyebrows. So it's locking the eyebrow hairs in place and also giving them a little bit of texture and color, or at least this one is colored. So I like to do that. That kind of gives them their final shape. It's kind of like adding a top coat on nail polish. It's just like kind of setting them in. Okay. And after that, I'm gonna do my upper brow bone highlight with the same color I did before. I know what eyeshadow color I'm gonna use because I've been planning this all week because I've been so excited to go with you. You know, going to the gardens and then going for dinner afterwards is just so cutesy. I love it. It's so cute. We're so cute. Yeah, exactly. We're the cutest ever. Okay, now that my eyebrow highlight is done, I like to do my eyeshadow next. Since I already have the primer on, I can just go in with the eyeshadow. So I'm going to do this palette here. This is the one that you probably see me use the most because it has kind of the same colors I like to use every day. So I'm going to go in with this lighter brown one and just kind of like put that kind of all over You're listening, right? I know you're listening. You always listen to me. All over, and like kind of focusing on like the outer corner. Because I like to keep the dark stuff on the outer corner and the shimmery stuff on the inner corner. So I kind of just like all over, but focusing on the outer corner. So I like to do that, kind of blend it in really nicely and softly, because this is like the base color and we don't really want too much of this showing. This is kind of just like the preparation. I like to do that. And then I go in with this darker brown color, and this kind of is focused on the crease in my eye and then like the outer corner again. So that's that. Crease and outer corner. And I'm just using the same brush for that color and this color, just because I'm lazy and I don't like to have too many brushes out at once, but this is good. Am I looking pretty? Oh, I always look pretty. That's so kind of you, honey. And you always look handsome. We're getting there. I'm almost done. Be patient, darling. Yeah. That's kind of all blended in, so I can do that. That is all done. And then I like to take the smaller brush, this one, and on this really, really dark kind of chocolate brown color. I only add a little bit of this, so I don't look like too crazy. I just do that, and then I just kind of put it like the very corner, like not into my crease at all, just like the very, very corner. So I'm gonna do some of that. Da, da, da. And then sometimes I like to blend it out with my finger just a little bit. Just so it stays nice and blended with the skin. Sometimes I switch brushes if I'm feeling it, but as long as we get a good outcome, I don't really care about the process too much. I mean, I can tell by the look on your face that you're very, very intrigued by what I'm doing and very focused. So I'm gonna do that, and then that's pretty much it for like the matte colors once I'm all done with this. And then we'll move on to the shimmery, but I'm almost done. Be patient, sweet boy, I'm almost done. Am I looking beautiful? Oh, thank you, honey. You're so kind. I love you too, sweet boy. We're getting there. La la la. Okay, now that is done, I'm going to do shimmer just on the inner corner and like this part of my eyelid here. I know you're like so intrigued by what I'm saying, aren't you? Sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use a brush. I'm just gonna use my pinky. So I'm gonna do that. And then just like in here, and then like a little up. So yeah, a little bit there. I really like that shirt on you, by the way. You look really cute. Well, you always look cute no matter what you're wearing. You could be wearing a cartoon graphic tee or fancy suit. Hell, you could even put on a dress and I'd still think you'd be the handsomest boy in the world. Okay. That's my eyeshadow done. Do you like it? Oh, thanks, honey. I think that's it for that part. So I'm gonna gather up my stuff just so it's easier to put away. And then I like to do mascara. I start with curling my eyelashes. Some girls don't like to curl their eyelashes. Some girls do. I like to do it. some girls don't like to do it because they've had like a bad experience with them. You know, these things kind of look like torture machines, don't they? A little bit. Some girls have like completely like chopped off their eyelashes with it. Thankfully I've never had that problem, but I've only ever had one eyelash curler. So let's hope this one stays loyal to me. So I'm gonna do that. It's just a little, don't be scared, I'm not gonna hurt myself, I promise. A little squeezy squeeze. And then a little squeezy squeeze on this side. And that kind of just lifts them up a little bit. I have really straight eyelashes, so this helps a lot to make my eyes look a little more open. Then I take my mascara. This is the one I like to use. And this part takes me like freaking forever. But it's the most important part, at least to me. My favorite part is having my eyelashes look pretty, so I get really close to the mirror and I kind of make ridiculous faces sometimes. So I just do this. I don't even know how to explain this action, like rubbing the mascara bristles on the underparts of your eyelashes. It is scary the first couple times you do it, but people get used to it. I mean, I was so young playing with makeup, so I kind of got used to this. The idea of having things so close to my eyeball without hurting myself. We won't be late, honey. I'm almost done, I promise. I won't be more than 10 more minutes. Probably even less than that. So, don't worry. I know how to manage my time correctly. I would never leave you waiting. You're my princess. Yes, I called you my princess, even though you're my knight in shining armor. So that's that eye done. And then I just do the same thing on the other. Somehow, even though I'm doing the exact same action, every time my mascara seems to look different on both eyes. But I think lots of people have that problem. Yep, just doing the same thing. Yeah, sometimes some people like to put it on their bottom lashes if they're going for that makeup style. I mean, there's so many different makeup styles, especially with different cultures that want their eyes to look a certain way. You know, I know a lot with like Korean style makeup, they want to make their eyes look a lot bigger, so they're doing that, the lower lashes and the egg yolk. But it's different for everybody, you know, it's everyone's preferences, right? Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I like to do it, sometimes I don't. I'm not really feeling it today, but that's that. And I'm almost done. I just gotta do my lip gloss. And then we can go on our little date. I'm really excited. So this is the color I'm using. I think you also bought me this as well. It's a cute color, eh? I feel like it matches my eyeshadow pretty well. Yeah. Okay. And then I just do a little 1-2 on my lips. I know lots of girls like love doing like lip combos with lip liner and lipstick and lip gloss and all that good stuff, but I'm kind of lazy in that regard. But I feel like since like I'm kissing you all the time and we're gonna be eating, it's just gonna get rubbed off anyways, so I'm never really too concerned about it. But and then sometimes I do setting spray, sometimes I don't. We're not going to be out too long for tonight, so I think I'm going to skip that step, but that's it. This is what I look like. I mean, you obviously know what I look like. You've studied every inch of me, but I'm all done. Do I look beautiful? Thank you, honey. I think you also look beautiful, even though you're wearing nothing on your face, but you're beautiful and handsome and all that good stuff. Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of steps, eh? You get used to it. I mean, I'm not really doing this routine every day. You know, I'm just kind of sticking to mascara and eyebrows on the everyday. But since we're doing something fancy and fun tonight, I figured it'd be fun to do something a little more all out and kind of taking this stuff seriously kind of thing. So I'm all done. Do you like it? I knew you would. Well, thank you for listening to my ramble. I'm sorry that you had to sit there and watch me do it, because I was running a little behind because I was doing my hair, but look how pretty my hair looks now. Hey, you can't blame a girl for wanting to look pretty for her boyfriend. I mean, I know you think I always look pretty, but I'm gonna look extra pretty tonight. We're gonna be near all those pretty flowers and we're going out to eat. It's just, I want to look fancy. I want to look pretty for me too. I'm excited. Thank you, honey. I love you too. Look, my lip gloss is already almost gone. I just can't resist smooching you a few times. Yes, I'm all ready. I feel beautiful. And I'm ready to go out on our date. Yes, let's go. I love you too, sweet boy.